Alright y'all, today we're going to be making something super simple. And we're doing what's called S.O.S, or more known as shit on a shingle. Now back in the day, ranchers and farmers and all the old timers, they were forced to make with what they had. So typically this would be made with ground beef. But like I said, we're in a little bit better times now, so we can play with it a lot and do something different. So instead of beef, we're using this sausage. Okay, we got milk, we got flour, butter, salt, and we're going to be able to flavor ours up a little bit because, you know, it is modern times. We got some black pepper and we got some garlic powder. And then you can use any bread you would like. I'm using a rye bread here. You could use sourdough, you could use wheat, you could use whatever you want. You know, I went with a rye bread. That's just kind of the mood I'm in today. But let's get to making this. But before we get to cooking what you see before you, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you want to learn a new recipe every week, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so first things first, we're going to put our stove on a medium-high heat. And we're just going to drop our sausage in. Or hamburger, whatever you decided to go with. Hamburger would be more traditional. And now we just need to get this well broken up. The smaller the better. Now we want to cook this until all that pink is gone. And once we do that, we're going to put in about 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to get that melting. And once that butter is melted, we're just going to sprinkle in 1/3 of a cup of our all-purpose flour. And we're going to get this toasted. It'll mix in with that butter, start to create a roux. And you can see it'll start clumping up. And then we're going to start with just 2 cups of milk. And we're going to stir this constantly, and it'll start to thicken up. But while we're doing this, and we're just going to thicken this until it hits the desired consistency that we want. If it goes a little too over, that's fine, that's okay. We're also going to add in a tablespoon of our garlic powder. We're going to do a teaspoon of our black pepper. And we're just going to do a couple pinches of salt. Now, as you can see, that's starting to thicken up. And if it goes too thick past what you want, that's alright. Just go ahead, add a little bit more milk. But this is starting to thicken up pretty good, so we're just going to go turn this down to a low heat. And once it hits our desired consistency, which is thicker, we want it, that's about good. This one's called stick to your bones food. And that's what we're looking for, right? You want a hearty, stick to your bones gravy. Now once this is good, we're going to move it to the side, off the heat. Alright y'all, like I said, we're using a rye bread. You could use whatever you like. I have also toasted mine. You don't have to do that, that is optional. And now, we're just going to scoop a healthy amount of our gravy on to our bread. And there you have it, old-fashioned S.O.S with a little bit of a twist. But if you like this, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to see anything done on the channel, go ahead and leave a comment below. Until next time, keep on cooking on.